Hi, my name is Cugini. I'm a project manager on the permit operations team here at GreenLite Technologies. Prior to joining GreenLite, I spent my entire career at Tesla, where I was a permit specialist working on a variety of projects, including primarily solar, battery energy storage, and our solar glass projects. And then I transitioned on to the supercharging team, where I was responsible for the permitting and deployment of the supercharger stations, so electric vehicle charging stations across primarily the Southern California region. As you can imagine, in Southern California, there's millions of people and not a lot of land, and there's a ton of electric vehicle users. So it was really important for us to get as many supercharger stations built to be able to service all automakers and electric vehicle markets. All the issues that arise during my time as a permit specialist at Tesla, we were looking for ways to streamline the permit process, and here at GreenLite I feel like we really cracked that code, and that's why I was super excited to join the team and see how we can do that for a variety of projects and scopes in a variety of jurisdictions all over the country. Prior to joining GreenLite, in my 5 years of experience as a permit specialist, I would encounter an unbelievable amount of challenges on every single project, and we were always looking for ways to streamline the permitting process. And here at GreenLite, that's exactly what we do across the nation in a bunch of jurisdictions for a bunch of different projects. During my time at Tesla as a permit specialist, we lived through a bunch of frustrations, primarily when it comes to comment responses and multiple review cycles with jurisdictions. It was always a challenge making sure we could adequately address those comments and move forward with approvals. And here at GreenLite, that's exactly what we focus on. We try getting approved first round, and when we don't, we do everything we can so that we can get that approval upon resubmission. I was super excited for the opportunity to join GreenLite, where I'd be able to work on a variety of scopes of work in a variety of jurisdictions, whereas before with Tesla, I was really focused on one region of the country, which was Southern California, and one scope of work, which was electric vehicle charging stations. Here at GreenLite, I work on a ton of projects in a ton of jurisdictions for a ton of different clients, and I've gained a bunch of valuable experience. Here at GreenLite, we don't consider ourselves expediters, and it's for the exact reason that we're with you every step of the way. We focus on compliance and comment resolution and really being your partner to approval, compared to my previous work where I was more of a permit expediter, more worried about submitting rather than getting the permit. What I've really enjoyed most about my time here at GreenLite so far is our culture. We all really embody some of our operating principles, and we really support each other, put our clients first, and are all working towards the same goal. What actually makes a permit move faster is when you have a dedicated team of experts who are committed to getting your permit as carefully and efficiently as possible, and will really represent you every step of the way and work directly with the jurisdiction to resolve every issue as it arises. As a project manager, it's super important for me to be communicative because it's really the foundation of my role as a project manager. It's my goal to keep every person who's involved on the project, every stakeholder, completely aligned on the progress and priorities of the project. And whether that be emails, phone calls, meetings, I think communication is the first step of building trust and giving the client the transparency and visibility that they all desire and demand. For all new clients, we have kickoff calls. It's a great time for anyone on the project team to meet our project team. My vision is to have an entire pod of renewable energy infrastructure projects. I know GreenLite is the perfect place to do this because we'll streamline the permitting process in the renewable energy industry and will help transition the world to a more sustainable future. So basically, there's so much that goes into getting a permit, and when you're getting closer and closer to the finish line, I truly feel like we will get it done by any means necessary. And for one of my clients, it was in the city of Torrance, and couldn't get what we needed done over the phone, over the computer, over email, over the portal. So I went in person, handled what I could. Basically, I had to pay with my own personal credit card to get the fire fees paid so that it wouldn't be delayed. Outside of the obvious technical skills of being a project manager, a permit coordinator, an architect and engineer, what we do here, it really takes a lot of patience, a lot of attention to detail, and a lot of collaboration, because we're all working towards solving the same problem, and there's a lot of roadblocks in the way to getting there. GreenLite is just a great place to work, whether you're wanting to just get started in permitting or you have tons of years of experience, because there's just a variety of projects to work on, clients to work with, jurisdictions, and our team as a whole is super supportive, and I learn something new every single day. I think what we do really well, especially during the interview process with new candidates, we focus a lot on their previous experience and where they can add that value to us on our team and on the projects we work on. I know when I joined, they were really interested in my experience with renewable energy infrastructure, and I've really enjoyed that. Anytime we have a potential client call or someone has a question about an electric vehicle charging station, they know they can come to me, and I'm more than passionate to talk to them about it. And that goes for all of our teammates. We have people who used to work in jurisdictions. They used to be at the intake counter. They used to be the code compliance officer at the city of X, Y, and Z, and we really take that into account when we're trying to assign who should work on what projects and why, especially if we've had experience in a jurisdiction and we're going back in. We really want to leverage those relationships because it does make a big difference.